related to ordered, unordered list. Now next, after understanding how to use various types of lists, so we have to know about text formatting in HTML. Know about text formatting in HTML. Text formatting in HTML. Actually, text formatting means how you can change the appearance of text, how we can change the appearance of text. So generally in text formatting, you have options like we have font. First thing you need to know about font. Actually, a font element is used to change the character appearance, to change the character face. Three options will be there: face, size, and color. Three options you can define: the font face, font size, and font color. So font is used to change these three things: face, size, and color. Actually, font face, font face is the name of font family. Actually, is the name of font family. Font face is nothing but it is the name of font family for a character. The name of font family for character. There are so many font family options available. I will show you actually where you will get the font family. So you can see, suppose I am writing some ordinary text here. Just in the body section, I will keep plain normal style. Yeah. In the body section here, I'm defining some text. Okay. A heading I am writing. Heading. Suppose we are writing like web technologies. Okay. We want to change the appearance of this heading. Change the appearance of this heading, web technologies. In that case, if I want to change the appearance, we can enclose this text, or you can enclose this heading in a font. You can use in font. Heading already comes with some size. Suppose what we will do, we will remove that heading. Then it is ordinary text. Ordinary text, normal, it will look like this. Now, in this, what are the options? First, you can apply a font face. Font face indicates the font family. Generally, what are the various font families available in your computer? You can go to control panel. Open your Windows control panel. You can go run control. This is your Windows control panel. In this control panel, you will find a category called fonts. You can go to that fonts category. So control panel, you will see there is a fonts category. Now you click on it. These are all font faces. These are all the font face names actually. You have to see the name, which name you want, and you can apply. Suppose brush script MT italic. That is the font name. You can see brush script MT italic. This is font family. We can apply that now. That means you have to define Font face. Face is equal to brush script empty italic. I am writing like this. Now the character appearance have to change accordingly. But you see here the appearance is unable to change. Brush script empty italic. So the font you have defined is unable to apply because here so many fonts will be there. All fonts you can't apply. You can't apply all the fonts. There are certain reasons for that why we can't apply all the fonts. I will tell you. This is very important question also. You do one thing now. You see, go to format. This is notepad. Go to format font. You will see the font face here. You can see these are all font names. You scroll down here. You see there is brush script empty. The family is italic, but the name is brush script empty. We have to use this name to apply. That means in that we have several options like italic, bold, and all these options. So when you are applying the font, you have to apply. So this I am applying brush script empty. And you see the effect changes here. Italic, bold, underline. So italic, bold, italic, such options are related to face. They are related to styles actually. So when you apply the font name, you have to give only the name. Only the name. You don't use this regular, you don't use this condensed like options. You have to go with only this name. Only this name. But here still some problems are there. So that's what generally asked in interviews is in general they ask a question here currently what is the face we defined. Suppose I am writing like this. Syntactically we are writing like this. Font face is equal to, we can write some brush script empty. That is the font face. You can put your text and close the font. That is the option. Where to get the names I showed you. You can go in control panel or you can go to font option your notepad and you can see what fonts available. You can apply them. In many interviews, the frequently asked question is, what are web safe fonts? This is very frequently asked question in interviews. What are web safe fonts? That is the frequently asked question in interviews. So web safe fonts, technically, web safe fonts are nothing but, web safe font means the fonts which can work on every computer in the world, every device. Because remember, generally people install fonts on their computer because fonts will give different types of appearances. For example, some people are doing some DTP work, like they design visiting card, wedding cards, and all. For such people, different effects of text needed. They download fonts. Some people even purchase fonts for DTP like work. When they design banners, advertisements, and all, they purchase fonts. They buy fonts. Some fonts are not free. We have to buy them. So online, they buy the fonts, they download them, and they use them for printing and everything. So generally what happens is in your computer, you may have a font and you applied it in your computer. When you test it, it is working. But when another person is trying to open your page in his computer, if that font is not there, then he cannot see it in the same way. That is the reason in interviews they ask a question like, if a font I am applying, that font is not available to another computer, then how he will see it? How he will see it? That means web safe fonts are nothing but web safe fonts. Web safe fonts are the standard fonts. Standard fonts. They are standard fonts. Web safe fonts are standard fonts available for all devices. Fonts available for all devices. Any operating system, any device can use these fonts. And what are the web safe fonts? So the standard web safe fonts are, the name of these web safe fonts, we have monospace, we have sans serif, we have serif. These are called web safe fonts. Monospace, sans serif, serif. These three are web safe fonts. That means any electronic device in the world, on screen, if you are watching some text, it will be monospace. So that means you don't have any font. One font will be space. Serif, sans serif, and monospace, these are standard fonts. So if you are applying a font and in his computer that available, automatically it will adapt monospace. It will take first serif. If serif is available, it will use it. Otherwise, it will use sans serif. Otherwise, it will use monospace. Standard. Without a font, a device cannot be there, and the default font will be monospace. These are called web safe fonts. We call them web safe fonts. So very important, even for experienced people, they ask this in interviews. Do you have it on web safe fonts? So you have to tell name of these three fonts: monospace, sans serif, and serif. So actually, that means in my computer I am having this font and I am applying it. But same page is opened on another computer where they don't have this font. Then how it will show? It cannot show same. It will automatically change into serif, sans serif, or monospace. These are standard font. Here I am writing here as some serif. So that is a standard font, serif. We have a font like monospace. Monospace, that is a monospace font. This is the standard font regularly you will see everywhere. So while applying fonts, you have to know this point, that you may apply any font name, but make sure that those fonts are available to everybody. So later in CSS, you will learn how to download the fonts also. We will discuss it. As of now, just we will apply the fonts that are available in our computer, so that you can do by seeing the font names in control panel and you can apply them. So that is font face. Next important, we have font size. Next we have font size. Font size can be defined in 7 levels. Font size defined in 7 levels. In HTML, in CSS, you can give any lengthy complex font size. In HTML, font size can be given 7 levels only. Gradually from 1 to 7. So from 1 to 7, size increases. Font size increases from 1 to 7. Heading level decreases. 1 to 6 heading decreases. But from 1 to 7, font size increases. Right? That is increasing of the font size. You can apply. Suppose I'm giving Font face as Arial. I am giving Arial. Then this is the font. Actually, this is the original size of text. So this is the original size of text, 100% zoom level. So I can increase the size. We can say size. I can give maximum 7 lines. And you can see font size will be large. You cannot go more than 7. In HTML, I am giving 8, no difference. I am giving 10, there is no difference. Because the maximum size you can define is 7. You can apply anywhere. You can apply for single character, you can apply for entire word or entire paragraph. That means inside this, whatever you keep, it will apply to that. Maybe even a single character also. For example, suppose see, I am defining like, so here font, and I just define some G. So, and I defined another font. So font, so, and here O, and font, so O, so another font G, so another font, so another font E. I'm writing in separate lines. I'm writing in separate lines, but you know that HTML will not recognize as separate line until or unless you use a break. That means this all going to display in one line only. Now here I am applying font size as suppose 4, and here I defined font size as some 5. I defined some font size as 6, and here I defined again size as 7, and here I defined the size as some 6, and again I defined size as separate font size I am giving here. And you can see it looks in this way. We can increase the font size, we can decrease the font size gradually, you can configure. For every character, you can have individual option defined. That's your wish. You can define in any way. You can put for every character, you can put for every word, you can put for entire sentence, right? You have to keep that entire in the font. So you can define font size is equal to some 5, and your text, and you close the font. Now another option is font color. That means you can apply font color. Font color can be name or hexa code. Already we learned na? Font colors you can give as font name or hexa code. Name, hexa code, 3 character code is there, 6 character code is there. Colors already we discussed, we can apply. So what I can do, so by using color attribute, so color is equal to, suppose I given some red, so here I given some color green like this. So I am defining size some 7, so 6, so 5 like this. I defining, suppose again 5, 6, 7 like this I am giving, and say color is some yellow, and so color is some blue, so the color is some green, okay, some color is some red, like this we define. And you can see that appearance will be there. We can have different color, we can have different font, different family also you can define. That means I say here face is equal to, what is it, brush script empty. That means only for that character it will be different. We can configure in that way, we can define in that way. That is done by using font. So font is used for changing the character appearance, so and it can be defined, right? So generally I told you already, this is only HTML, CSS, everything. If you want to design exactly like other websites, you need lot of other knowledge. This is only simple HTML font option. right? So we have to just understand what is the point. Don't think about designing Facebook now, okay? Designing Facebook, designing YouTube, don't think too far as of now. Just know about those attributes. Those are at not at your level currently, right? So many things we have to learn to design like Facebook, to design like Google and all these things, huh? Right? This the text and close the font, right? So what we have learned for font, we have three options. What are those? Font have face and size and color. We can apply those three things. And what new concept you understood here is, what are web safe fonts? Can we apply every font available in our PC? So you can apply, but we have to make sure that those fonts are available to others. If not, then automatically they change into the default fonts. And what are the web safe font? Three: monospace, serif, and sans serif. These are considered as web safe fonts, right? This is one option how we can change font. Next important, we have font styles. For font styles, we have options like bold. We have bold B. We have strong. Strong is, we have italic as I, and emphasized as EM. This comes under font styles. Bold, italic, and emphasized. This comes under font styles. Font styles actually, bold and italic, strong and emphasize. See, bold and strong both are same, and italic and emphasized, these are also same. Both are same. Then the question again comes, why we have to, which one we have to use? You can observe here. So we are writing some text. First paragraph I am writing here. Will write bold. The bold is similar to strong. I'm using the word strong. And you can see here, I'm using the word bold in B. I'm using the word strong in strong. Like that I am writing, and you can see, you see that. So both look similar. So you can see both look same. That means bold is same, strong is also same. Similarly, observe in the next paragraph, I'm giving, that means italic, effect is similar to EM. EM is emphasized. You can see that italic and emphasized both are similar. That means italic and emphasized both are same, bold and strong both are same. Then obviously the question is, what is difference between them, right? So here the syntax, we just write B and text. So we write just like strong and text. And similarly, we write I and text. And we have some EM and text, emphasized and text. We configure the effects in this way. Now the point here is, we are defining the effects in this way. Now the question, frequently asked question, what is difference between bold and strong? Bold and strong, that is the option. Because both look same. What is difference between bold and strong? If you know that, same for italic and emphasize. Because both are looking same, then the question will come, what is difference? So let's see. To understand the difference between bold and strong, between bold and strong. What we have to do is we need to know a simple concept. See, suppose we have MS Word. This is MS Word, and in MS Word, I am designing some content. Welcome to HTML. It is a markup language. I hope many of you people know MS Word, right? Now, generally, if I ask one question like, I prepared a MS Word document and a lot of pages are there inside it. It's a project document, some 50, 100 pages document I designed and saved and closed. Now, after that, somebody opened and he made some changes in the document. Some other person opened and seen the document. Somewhere in the pages he made changes. Is there any possibility to know where he made the changes? So if you are aware of MS Word like softwares, is there any possibility that I can know where the changes are made? What do you say? Understood the question, right? You designed a document and saved it and went away. Somebody opened it and he made changes in it. And is it possible to immediately identify where he made the changes? Hundreds of pages are there. So it is possible. It is possible because so we can do that because see, what do you think about MS Word? You get free version of MS Office with your laptops and all when you purchase. Do you know we purchase MS Office 4,000, 8,000 MS Office at office level. People purchase MS Office. Actually, you know very little bit. After all, not even 1% of MS Office. Actually, for example, you see Excel is there. Excel. If I ask generally like how much time it will take to learn Excel like software. Suppose if I ask how many days it will take to learn Excel, creating tables and Excel perfectly. You may say 10, 15 days or 20 days or 1 month it will take to learn. But there is 4 years diploma in Excel. 4 years diploma in Excel. In companies, we have Excel DBA specialists. You may be thinking about a Java, .NET, PHP, full stack developer, but company XD people, they have 14 lakh package, financial management, Excel specialists there. We have 4 years diplomas in Excel. That means then what you know in 10, 15 days. After all, you know how to prepare one table and put some colors for it. Excel is a very big finance management tool. You see, I right click on X here, open code. Excel have coding. Excel have coding, programming. Excel uses VB, Visual Basic. So the point is, that means you know very little about these softwares. So why I am explaining this? Because to make you understand that there is an option which will tell where the changes are made. You observe carefully. There is a review menu. You have a review menu here. We have a review menu. In this review menu, when I go to the review menu, you can see there is an option. So here track changes will be there. You see track changes option is there. That means what I can do is I can select track changes. I can even prevent with passwords also. Once I turn on track changes, you see what happens. Observe carefully. When I am typing something here, suppose I am trying extra here. So it is a markup HTML. So whatever you are typing, it will be underlined. So what is the meaning of underline now? Here, what is the meaning of underline now? The meaning of underline is inserted. That means some new content inserted in the page. It is inserted. Generally, you know that underline is used as a decorator for underlining. Huh? But now here, currently, document is in which mode? Document is in review mode. I turned on review now. That means every document will be in two modes, design mode, review mode. In design mode, we design it. In review mode, somebody will verify it. While verifying, if we have made some changes that we need to know as a designer. As a designer, we need to know what changes he made. That means verifying person will have a different code. The designer will have a different code. So the designer will see that, okay, he made this change. Now, not only that, observe carefully. I removed HTML, delete. It will strike out. So here strikeout means it is deleted. And the underline means it is inserted. Now I will, if I want, I can accept the changes or reject the changes. What I can do is, so there is a menu called reject. There is a menu accept. I will simply say reject all changes. Then whatever changes he made, they are gone. That means every document contains two modes. One is design mode, another review. Web document also. HTML documents also will have two modes, a design mode and review mode. You have to know one concept so that, see, if anybody asked you, what is difference between a website, which you will see now, and wiki? On internet, everything is not a website. On internet, everything is not a website, which you are going to learn level by level. We will understand. On internet, whatever you see is not a website. There are different behaviors. What is difference between a website and wiki? What is the concept of website and wiki? Actually, see, what is meant by wiki? Actually, wiki means, in Hawaiian word, it means quick. Wiki means quick. You might have seen Wikipedia, right? Wikipedia means a quick reference of encyclopedia. That is the meaning actually. Wiki means quick, pedia is encyclopedia. That means Wikipedia is a quick reference encyclopedia. Quick reference. Actually, the concept of wiki is not that. A concept of wiki is different. What is different? See, I opened some website, some Naresh IT. Okay. In this Naresh IT website, going to courses and select some course, data science. Some information about the course came. What topics they provide, course related curriculum and everything. Now, if there is some mistake in this, can I make any change? Can you make any change? If there is a mistake in this, can you make any change? Can you add anything or remove anything here? No. A wiki allows. A wiki allows. That means you can't make any changes. It's a website. But wiki allows. For example, you see Wikipedia. In Wikipedia, I am searching for JavaScript. JavaScript, I am searching. Some result came. About JavaScript, some information came. And if you know more better than what is written here, you can see they given an edit option here. That means if you know better than what is given there, you can make changes. That means you can edit it. Now, when you click edit, it goes into review mode now. It goes into review mode. Whatever changes you are making, a team will verify it. And if they After verifying, if they like the changes and their changes are good, then they will save the changes. They save the changes. Now the document is in review mode. That means whatever changes you made, immediately not updated, reviewed, verified. And if the team accept the changes, they will put the changes and they will give you credits saying that this person added this content to this particular topic. So this is Wikipedia. Wiki means anyone can edit its content. What is difference between an ordinary website and Wikipedia? Wiki, not Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a type of wiki. There are so many other types of wikis like this. For example, don't think that wikis means only wiki word will be there. See, there is IMDb, imdb.com. If you know imdb.com, it is internet movie database. IMDb is very popular. It is from Oscar people, right? You know it. International ratings for every movie will be there here. You observe here in IMDb, I click on a particular movie, then it will give some information about the movie. And observe carefully, it gives the information about the movie, like it's information like cast and everything, story and everything. And you observe here, they given an edit option. They given an edit option. That means if you know more cast and crew, you can add. You have their photos, you can add. That means they allow you to make into it. Everybody will not do that. If anyone is allowing to change live, then we call them is, then we call them as editing. So here, side. So for everyone, it is good. Okay. Some network issue is there from his side. Okay. Now see here. Now the point is, you can make changes. You can make changes into the document. So that means if anyone online allowing changes in their site, then it is not a website. We should not call it as a website. We should call it as a wiki. Okay, I told you two wikis. One is Wikipedia, another IMDb. You tell anything else you have seen on internet. Which allows you to make changes. No. Best example, Google Maps. Google Maps is a wiki. Google Maps, you know, you can pin a location, you can name a location, you can upload photo, you can write reviews, you know, right? That means you will be given as a badge as guide, a local guide. You can upload photos, you can write review, you can put a pin location, you can map the locations. They allow to make changes. So wikis, so many are there. The why we discussed about wiki, because generally, I hope now you understood. Actually, what is difference between B and strong? B is used in design mode. Understood? In design mode, to highlight, we have to use B. In review mode, to highlight, we have to use strong. Strong is used in which mode? Review mode. That means if anybody is reviewing and he want to highlight which you haven't, then he will write strong. Then that will come back to you because you designed it. It will come back to you after review. You will see what changes he asked you to do. You have to remove the strong and put bold. That means finally in HTML page, you should not use strong. You should use only bold. You should not use strong. Strong is meant for which mode? Review mode. Review mode. You have it, but you use it only in development. Once it is going live, final, then remove and put bold. That means that is only for reviewing. Don't use the word right. Similarly, I is for design, and em for review. That means if anyone asks what is difference between bold and strong, no difference, both are same, but bold is used in design and strong is used in review. So finally what I should use to use, finally that depends on your role. You are working as a reviewer who is reviewing the page, or a designer who is publishing the page. While publishing, finally it should be bold and italic. You cannot use strong and emphasize. These are the basic rules. Both look same, but behind that so much concept is there, right? That is what bold, italic and all. So for that we have how many options? We have two options, bold and italic. So this comes under font style. I will copy this body section just for your reference sake. I will copy that body section. These are the options we have, right? These are the options defined, that is in the body section. Next important, so you learn two options, one is font, another one is font. Next important, we have third, font effects. We have font effects. Font effects is nothing but technically font effects. We have options like U for underline, 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 and you just saw in review underline came when we inserted. So ins, it is also underline, inserted underline, right? Underline. That means for underline you have two options. One is U will give underline, ins also will give underline. Then what is difference? Difference, U is used in design and ins is used in review. In MS Word you saw that while I am inserting it given an underline. Underline indicates inserted. Similarly, strike, strike is used for strikeout. Strikeout. Strike is used for strikeout. Strike is used for strikeout. Okay. Now it is used for del also. Del, deleted. Deleted. Already you saw now when I deleted it given a strikeout. This is in which mode? Deleted is equal to strikeout. It is equal to strikeout, but it is in which mode? Review mode. Inserted is also in review mode. When you are using a review mode, you have to use underline, inserted, strikeout, these options. Now actually when to use this strike like option, underline like option, these are very simple. Generally, see, already I told you here, suppose we have some Amazon and we selected some products and some details came here, some details are there here. And when you look at the, yeah, you can see that here, you can see that there is an strikeout of price. Now technically what is the meaning of strikeout? Technically the meaning of strikeout is it can come back anytime. That is the meaning. Strikeout means don't think old price. So old price, new price. It is not like old price, new price. For product there will be no old and new prices. Right? That means this is the actual price. This is the actual price. They striked out. The meaning of strikeout in English is it can come back anytime. That is the meaning. That the meaning of strikeout. Why you keep a strikeout? We keep a word and strikeout because we have to resume it again. That means regain it again. So meaning of strikeout means it can come back anytime. It is not permanent. That means this 999 is not permanent. It can come back anytime. That is the meaning of strikeout. So for such reasons, we use that strikeout option and define it. So usually what is the concept here? So to define strikeout, so we can simply put here, suppose I am writing so 50 and I am using here strike, right? Strike. So 999, like this I define. This is strike. Strike will give a simple strikeout. It will give a simple strikeout like this, right? Font colors, everything we can change by using font option, whatever you have learned. And underline, everything same. For underline, we can give U for underline, or you can give INS. Suppose I want to give underline for this, then I can give INS. INS is also underline only, but we give in review mode and we give in this, right? For strikeout also same, you can use strike or you can use del. That means here I am using so del. That means it is also same as strikeout only, is same as strikeout only. But why you have two options, you know the reason, right? So one is for underline, insert, strikeout and deleted. In font effects, we are SUP for superscript and SUB, this is for subscript. These also comes under font effects. For font effects, we have superscript and subscript. SUB superscript and SUB subscript. Superscript means it is raised from the baseline. For example, suppose I am writing like, so I am writing like 5th anniversary. I want to get this in SUP, superscript. Superscript, and you can see that it will be superscript raised from the baseline. And if I want anything lowered from the baseline, like you say H2O, I want to lower from baseline, then I have to use SUB, subscript, it will be lower from the baseline. These are only the options you have in effects of HTML. So what you can do, you can give underline, inserted, strikeout, deleted, superscript and subscript. Lot of other effects will be there in CSS and all. HTML only these. What is there in HTML we are discussing. So we have underline, inserted, strikeout, delete, superscript and subscript. This is the option, give SUPTH. This is superscript. I said some H2, SUB and 2. So this is subscript. So O, something like this we need to define. The superscript and subscript. That is the basic thing, right? Now, technically, how we can configure the effects and how we can define the effects and the effects. So that is all the font related options we have in HTML: font styles and font effects. So what are the tags? I will give a summary for this. We have font with the 3 attributes: face and color. And we have so bold, we have strong, we have italic, we have emphasize, we have U underline, we have INS, we have strike. So we have SUP, and with all these we can design various options and effects how we see in real world scenario. We will see one small example here how they are used here. Let's take one example. Suppose we will put in simple example for the images also. Taking you to Flipkart, select on mobiles, click on some mobile related. I want to design this type of screen. That means we want to design this type of screen. Suppose I want to create this type of screen here. That means this is what we want to design. So we want to design this part like this, we want to design. But for that, we need to learn how to keep pictures, images. So these we can do. Rest of things we can do. Images we can put later once we learn image. Next point we will discuss about image. But before that, so how to design this we will see. We will try this. I will show you various options how we can define, so that I can give you one sample to try so that you can design that, right? Let's see. First step here, to design this kind of option, let's go and clean up here, and we will go into a simple, because we need three columns now and some symbols are required. So what we do, link relation is equal to style sheet, and link href is equal to, so node modules, bootstrap icons, font, bootstrap icon dot css. Okay, then here I will put a div. In this div I will give an id as some, that is an id. So or I will just give product is an id. Okay, now for every product I want three columns. You know what to do now. In this we need to create three containers, 1 and 2 and 3. Three containers we are designing. Now we need to divide this into three columns. Use hash product. So what we have to do, we have to divide into three. So that means display as grid, and grid template and 4. So we are equally distributing that. If you want, suppose this you can keep as two fractions, three fractions. This we can keep as 6, 9 given a right, and here 3, or here we will give 7. Okay, because lot of information we have to display in the middle. Okay, that means 3 fractions, 7 fractions and 2 fractions, it is divided, but we don't have any content inside to show currently. So it is designed in this way. Now there is nothing here. Now what we have to do is, left side picture will come. How to put an image we will see later. So I will temporarily put here image here. Okay, later we are going to put picture there, we are going to put an image there, right? So as of now we will leave it. In the middle here we need to design in this way. Now let's see. Now first line should be this. So we can keep heading, right? So we can keep the heading and we can design this. I will copy this line, and let's go to our page. So here we will put here heading, and heading I will just give a heading 2 style and keep this content. And you can see that heading comes here. Actually its original size is this one, right? We are giving that size here, it is defined. Now question here is, so instead of heading we can also because heading will give a line break above and below. If you really want that line break above and below, you can give it, like a heading. If you don't want that, because if I keep anything some gap will come, then you can keep it into a normal div. You can keep this into a normal div. Okay, that becomes a normal div. But after making as normal div, just now we learnt na, I want to increase the size, we will put in a font. So font size is equal to suppose 4. That means the font size increases 5, little bit large size will come. Okay, font have another option. What is it? Face. I will give an Arial. It will change like this. It will change like this. We want to make it bold also. Then we have to enclose this line. Remember, there is no order. Like first you have to write font, inside font you have to write bold. There is no order. You can directly write bold outside of div, it will apply to entire div, right? I am just giving here reasonably. Now this is bold, it will display like this. We want to set a color for it, we can use color. Color I will give as blue, that means it will give that color like this. We can achieve similar colors later, right? So the point here, actually they have a link there, we just are designing the layout. Okay, now next point. So here actually mouse over blue color is coming, you know how to do it, right? We have to use an option hover. So right, but as of now I will leave it empty, right? Okay, next step, we need to design below this, another will come in this way. So that means now below this div I will add another div here, another div. Now in this div, observe here 4.4 star. That means for that I will give here a span, because it should display in the same line. I will put a span here 4.4 and a star beside it. Then we will put a span. So class is equal to bi. So class is equal to bi, and bi we have a star fill. We will have a star fill. We have a star fill. I can use that star fill. Okay. So you can see that now that span contains 4.4 and star fill. And you can see it will display like this. It will display like that. Now, very important is actually that should be in a box, green color, foreground, white, and all these options. So I will give here an ID as rating. I will give an ID as rating. This is rating related ID. We will go to style now. In the style, I will keep an hash rating. Rating. What should be the background color? Background color is green. So what should be the color? Color is white. And one more option, padding. Padding is 2 pixel or 3 pixel I given. That means you can see that it will appear in this way. It will appear in this way. I hope you have a little bit rounded also, right? That means what we have to do, border radius, huh? Border radius is suppose 10 pixel. That means it will give, so the border in this way. 10 pixel is very huge. I will use 5 pixel, that's enough. Huh? So padding little bit space more, 5 pixel I will give, then it will be in this. And we want little bit down, then you know what to do. So actually not this only rating, this entire option should be pushed down. Actually for that we don't have separate references. You want, you can give little bit space will come. That means what you can do, you can write every div can have margin bottom. Every div margin bottom, suppose 10 pixel, some gap will come from every div. You can define this. Okay. Now beside it, what should happen? So 2 lakh some ratings and reviews, something is there, right? That I need to display, and you know that you have to do that beside it. Again, now beside the span, another font. I am giving font. In the font color is equal to gray. And here I define 2 lakh some 40 something. So what is it? Ratings. And suppose I given some 14. So this is reviews. Like this, I am giving the option. And here you can see it is going to display in that style. Again, you can apply some font size. You can give some space here. This is some space adjusted here. And this is font size. Size is equal to suppose 4. Size equal to 4. And it will display like this. And you want some space with rating. Huh? rating here we can have margin right, suppose 5 pixel. That means some space between the rating and the text. And very important, all the divs, suppose I given font family as what, Arial, then all the divs will be font family Arial. It will display like this. That is the option we have given there, right? According to that we defined in this way. Now below this we need to keep another div, right? Below this we need to keep another div. Now you know what to do in this div. In this div, this is an unordered list na? This is an unordered list, so all this information should be displayed in an unordered list. I will copy this text actually. Where is the detail information? Okay, here it's in a different style. Let me copy it. I will copy this text in this way. Okay, let's copy this. Copy. This is the previous page. Yeah, I will copy this. This is the text copied, and we need to paste that here, right? And actually, this is completely disturbed. So no problem. What we will do, we will keep in an, everything should be kept in an UL, right? Unordered list, and every item should be list item. Every item should be list item. And by default list type is disk only, right? And they also given the same disk, and I will give the same here. So list type we are configuring that. Okay, and it is defined in this way. Okay, list item, it is done. Now you can see that is the default unordered list we are configuring like this. Now how we can display that unordered list? One more option you remembered, we have UL. We have learned so many options. We can give margin left minus 20 pixel, because it should push little bit left side, because it is having some space right side, minus 20 pixel. And what is it? You can give the option now, list item, every list item color is what, gray. And margin bottom we will keep 5 pixel. Some space will come. We want some 10 pixel, then it will have more space between those options. So we are designing that here, and below that we configured it. Now that is done up to this part. Now what about right side? We have to design. Now right side, so let's go to the right panel here. Okay, this is the right div, and here ampersand hash 8377 semicolon. This is actually a symbol for Indian rupee. It is a option for Indian rupee, right? Suppose I am keeping this in a div, and that is Indian rupee. And as per the design, you can see here, it is 11,054. So that means for 549, 11,549 here. We can give this in a heading. So if you want space, is it having so much space? Huh? Of course it is having little space. Then I will give here heading, or you can give font sizes. Na? That means we can say font, and I will keep here how much it is, some 11,000, some 549, like this I give it. That is actually the text defined for that. That means I will save it, and it is displayed in a normal way. We want to increase the font size. That means maximum size we can give as 7. That is the font size we can give there. It looks too large, so we will change it to 6. Then it will be okay. And we want, because later we want to put some photo later, we will later reduce the size. As of now, we can make this also into bold. That means keep all this in a B. So it will be in bold. Suppose I given 5, and you can see its size will be like this. Now below this, we need to keep some more options here. What are the options? So below that, as per the design, we need to keep 12,000, strike out 11% of. That means what we have to do, put a paragraph. Line break will come, distance will come. So what is that? So strike, am I right? Strike, what is it? Ampersand hash 8377 semicolon. And here how much? 12,999, right? 12,999. And here we will put one more option. What is it? Strikeout ends here. Strikeout ends here. Then here we will keep some another span. What is it? So we will put a font again. What is it? Color is what? Green. And in that font we will put the text as 11% off. And that is done. So you can see now it will display like this, 11% off. We can keep the appearance in the same way. So if you think the paragraph is giving a large, then you can keep this in a div. So for divs, we have to adjust the space and we need to configure it, right? And that is the option. Actually, we also can use individual BR for placing a line break. But I already told you that don't use those BRs, right? Use only margins, right? We can do that without BR. We will always prefer using margin. Okay. One more is there here. What we have to do, free delivery up to 11,000 of on exchange. That means here we will define here. So I will just keep here 11% off. Then I will just give another day. And here we have some free delivery. And here I will keep this. I will keep this in font. And actually for font size, I will give the font size as some 3. That means it will have a little smaller size there. Right? I hope rest of things you can design up to 10% off. And what is this 11? It is bold and other option. Only in this, what we have to do extra is rest you try. Now in this, we have to add a picture beside it. And here also there is an option. That means at the top, beside that content, what you have given, right? Here we have a span. Here we have a span class. So BI. So BI heart fill is there. That means we can apply that. It will display in this. For that, you can apply a different color and configure it, right? If you want color, you can specify that with a different color. We can define with a different color. That means font, even for symbol also, you can apply a font color as what? Gray. Gray. That means it will apply that and it will display. Now what we have to do is just we have to pick a picture beside it. Now for placing pictures, we need to understand some more options. That means how images are kept in the page. Then we can achieve this example. Now similarly, we have to repeat for all the products that we have general. That means actually this area of product that you designed, this will repeat. This will repeat actually. For 2 products, for 3 products. And generally what we do is for every product, so whatever product we are designing, that means here for every product, because product is defined in a container, so margin bottom, as 50 pixels we defined. So and you can see some space will come for all of them. Just what we have to do, we have to put different titles, different price, and different pictures. Different pictures we need to design, right? Now we will put different pictures, different options. We will see how to add the pictures into the page, right? That we will see tomorrow, right? In tomorrow's session, we will discuss how do we keep the pictures. It's a very big concept because placing images is not just a general thing. Lot of technical things you have to learn. What type of images, why to use those types, so much is there that we'll see in our tomorrow session. Okay, this entire code I will paste, you will try, you try, then tomorrow we can finish this with images also. Okay, right.